Who's got the crazy microphone? Oh boy, let's go. Camera here. Bella Hannah. What the? You think you're Trevor?
No.
Well, what the? Why are you copying me?
No.
Yep, you're copying me. That's it. It's now Trevor Bella.
No.
No. It sure looks like a Trevor Bella. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. How are you today?
I'm fine.
You're fine. Are those new glasses?
Yes.
When did you get glasses?
Yesterday.
Oh, so it's the first time you wear glasses.
Yes.
Okay, so is it just for reading or to see far? To see far away?
Yes.
Oh, okay, so you don't need them for reading. You don't need glasses?
No.
When you're reading, it's okay. So you're like Miss Lay. You can read. You don't need the glasses. But if you want to see far, you have to put the glasses on to see far. Yeah. Okay. I'm the opposite. I'm farsighted. You're nearsighted. I can see far. Good. No problem. I don't need my glasses when I ride my motorcycle or I go play sports or anything outside. But if I want to read, then I have to put the glasses on because it's just small stuff. Right, Hannah?
Okay.
Hannah, why is your head so small? What? Sign in a little bit later. Oh, that's Lay that we can't understand who's talking.
Okay.
Lay, you got to do something. You got a serious microphone problem. Something like that. Lay's got a microphone problem. So how's Hannah today?
I'm fine.
You're fine. Did you get a haircut or something?
No.
Yes, you got a haircut.
No.
Is it in a ponytail?
Yes.
Ah, ponytail. Okay, that's why. Because it's usually you look like a lion. But you have a ponytail today, so now you don't look like a lion. Now you just look like a little mushroom. Unbelievable. All right, where is everybody? What's going on here? I think Lay said someone was coming back later, but she's definitely got a microphone problem going on there. There was some serious alien voices. We are at Interest 7. Holy meatballs. Out of the ordinary. Unbelievable. You guys are it.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me now?
What was that? There's an alien here. Alien? No, alien's not even in this class. Alien transmission. No, Lay, we can't hear you properly. You truly sound like you're speaking another language out of a spaceship in a far, far galaxy away. Definitely got a problem. For sure. So back to out of the ordinary. Why did I call this out of the ordinary? Because a lot of the topics are kind of strange, right? We're going to talk about some. No, Lay, still the same. We're going to talk about some different strange foods. Well, not strange foods, but how people eat differently. Some alternative health, Dr. Fish and snakes and, oh boy, all kinds of different things. Teenage adventures. Really cool story. I made the test last time about this, about a strange accident where it's a really funny story. We'll read that one, but that's a strange one again. So out of the ordinary, not a normal day. What are the other out of the ordinary? Oh, caveman, of course, that's not normal. Different resorts around the world, different ways to relax. something not normal. A very unusual prison, Alcatraz, which is San Francisco, which has quite the story about it. And then, of course, a science museum. So we're going to have, of course, there's going to be some stuff out of the ordinary there too. So yeah, I thought that was a good enough name. Did you ever go fishing, swimming with the fish like that? No? Yes? Maybe? Do you have your book, Bella?
No.
Unbelievable. Hannah, you have your book, of course.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Black and white or color?
Black and white.
It's a good thing we're not teaching colors because you'd all be in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes the black and white, the color text, like I think the lesson 2 or 3 on health, it'll be hard to read because it's got a dark blue in the background. It's going to be difficult, but okay, it's all right. At least we have the copies here, so we don't have any problems. All right, so I don't know where everybody is, but we're going to get started anyway. Okay. So this is the 12th of the 12th of 2012. 2022. That's a lot of twos. It's a 2 day. 12. At our first word today. Again, we're going to talk about we're going to talk about food, but different kinds of eaters, I don't want to give you the words about food and people. Picky eaters. Are you like that when you eat, Bella?
No.
All right. Let's say hi to Peter here first. Peter.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
It's evening. Just in time. All right. Fussy eaters, picky eaters. I think Bella's a picky eater. She doesn't like much of anything. All she likes is pizza. Pizza and fried chicken. Hannah, too. Hannah just likes hamburgers and French fries. No Miss Lay today. Our first word. Kind of what your ideas are. View a judgment formed. I think we should do this. No, I think we should do that. I think we should eat some pizza. No. Idea? Well, that's a thought. Yeah.
Review.
It is a review, but if she's giving this review, she's giving you her about this product. Her what?
Interview.
Well, he wants to know what you think about something.
Opinion.
Opinion. Yeah. No.
Co-host.
Oh my God.
I will make you the host and then I will sign out. Okay.
Okay. I think she said she's going to make me the host and sign out. Oh my God. She's been eating too many helium balloons. Yeah. Peter, change your name to what should we name him? To Shakespeare. Anybody get it? Oh yeah, opinion. Right. Bella got it. Opinion. What is your opinion when you have a view or you make a judgment about something, about someone or something, right? I think that's like a stage light, I think. Camera, stage light. Yeah. Oh yeah, because it's like the one she has on the stand. She's doing reviews and she's giving her opinions of whether this light is good or not. Whoever's got the microphone is asking for someone's opinion or someone's thoughts or someone's point of view. And he has some kind of an idea. Usually idea, we would put like a light bulb, like, bing, I have an idea. The light bulb is the symbol of an idea. Yeah. All right. So the next one is going to be, these are really good for you. They have lots of good nutrients, and some of them have omega-3, I think, oils in it. It's good.
Peanut.
Peanuts. Yeah. But peanuts now, Peter, it's just nuts. I'm going to give you the point. But
Nuts.
yeah, nuts. But there is a different nuts is like the family again, like the fruit, like the vegetable. And then inside the nut family, you have, in the small picture here, it looks like they have macaroons or almonds and pistachio. No, not pistachios, cashew, which I love. I like all of them. They're really good. And they're good for you if you don't buy them in the bags where they've already cooked them and they put honey on them or they put some kind of a crust on them and all these things. At that point, they're not very good for you anymore. It's just candy because they've cooked them and all the oils and all the good stuff inside is already gone. But if you get them dried or fresh, you just put a little salt on them or something like that. They're very, very healthy for you. And they're one of the first things that we started eating back in the caveman days, a long, long time ago. We didn't always hunt for meat. That just came later in our development. Does anyone know what peanuts are? The ones with the little shell and you crack it and you get 2 peanuts in it? Those are peanuts. But peanuts is one form of nut, right? You have pistachio. They're the greenish ones, I think. They're really good. Cashew is probably one of my favorites. You have the almonds. Oh, there's lots. There's lots of different kinds of nuts. What do we call these big ones? They look like your brain.
Oh.
What are those? What's that one called? The big ones there. They're hard to open. Yeah, you almost always have to have a nutcracker. Anybody know what the big ones are? The one that looks like they look like your brains. No, Bella, Hannah. Are you eating, Hannah? Not Hannah, but Bella. What are you eating?
Walnuts.
Walnuts. Yeah, those ones are called walnuts. The alien has spoken again. Tell your little cousin to get her beep in English class. You gotta go to English class. You.
She say no.
She no choice. She has to.
No.
His cousin. He lives with his grandmother and his cousin. And his cousin there is just a little bit younger, but I always go there because that's the store we go shopping. And that's right next door to where our school was before. We moved to a new building, but before we were neighbors. That's how we know Peter. But the younger cousin just refuses to learn English. She just will not. She doesn't want to learn English at all. And it's too bad because she has 0 English now and she's got to be at least, I don't know, probably. How old is she, Peter? 11 years old now, probably? All right. Walnuts is what they call them. My mom loved walnuts. She'd buy them all the time. But walnuts is one of the peanuts that I never liked. Do you like walnuts, Hannah?
Yes.
Oh, you do like walnuts. Oh, I don't like the taste. What about you, Bella? You like walnuts?
No.
You don't like them either, huh? I look like that picky eater, the girl in the front at the beginning of the intro when I see these ones. I don't like walnuts. I don't like peas. And I don't like, what else do I not like? I don't like raisins. I like grapes, but I don't like raisins. My theory is, why would I eat a rotten, dried up grape when I could have a nice, fresh, juicy grape? And what's in the other one I don't like? Prunes I don't like. Yeah, there's a few of them I don't like. Anyway, walnuts. You like walnuts, Peter?
Yeah, I know that.
No, do you like them?
No.
You don't like it either, huh? A lot of people don't like walnuts. Apparently, they're probably the healthiest for you too. But It's also the one that's probably the least liked. Okay. Nuts. Peter's point. Peter's nuts. Nuts also means crazy. Meat.
Meat.
Meat, 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 meat. Now, I love meat. That's for sure. And what do you call the meat on the barbecue?
Pork.
Oh, no. That's from a cow.
Beef.
It's beef, but what do you call those cuts when you cut it like that and you barbecue it? You don't say I'm going to order a beef in that restaurant. You would order a steak. They call it a steak. Yeah, a nice ribeye steak or a T-bone steak, sirloin steak. Yeah, I worked in some really fancy steakhouses, and I'm a massive beef lover. Yeah, all right. Meat, lots of different meats. We got pork meat, we got chicken meat, we got well, all kinds of birds and animals. And of course, fish is also considered a meat, I think. Is fish a meat? How is fish not considered a meat? Okay, yeah, it's just considered a fish. Fish is the flesh of an animal used for food, and by that definition, it's meat. Okay, no, it is meat. Technically, by definition, flesh of an animal is meat. Even us, our muscles is considered meat. Any flesh is considered meat by definition. But some religions and some people don't consider it meat. They just call it fish, not fish meat. So there you go. It depends who you ask. Now, this is a meat again, but what kind is this one? When it's been cured, I think they call it dry, smoked. Well, it is a slice. It is the thigh. But it's about how they prepared this meat. You can eat it dry like this. See, meat from the upper part of a pig's leg. So it is pork. It is pork. What is it, Bella?
Packaging.
Pathogen? Parkage? I don't know what that was. No, it's not that. This is only 3 letters. Okay. So I'm pretty sure we get it not just from the pig's upper leg. Maybe it is only from the leg. I'm not a butcher, so I really don't know. Because we get bacon from what is it?
Thin.
It is thin slices, but it's about the meat. It's about the meat. After we salted or dried or smoked, right? It's kind of like preserved now. It'll last a long time. It's been dried out, and then it's really tasty, usually really salty too. And we put it on sandwiches, or we can eat it with cheese, different kinds of things. It's really
Slice.
It is a slice too, again, but that's about the cut. I'm talking about the meat.
Smoked pork.
It is smoked pork, but what is smoked pork? Dried smoked pork. Like this. Now it's called ham. Mm. Some hams are very expensive. Depends the process, who makes it, but it is absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. And then it looks like there's some, I don't know what kind of cheese they're putting on there. I don't know if that's a Swiss cheese, perhaps. But you get nice ham and cheese and lettuce and tomato sandwich. Oh my God, that's good. Good stuff. Yeah, ham. I love ham. Do you know if anybody's tried ham like this before? The dried ham like this?
No.
No, huh? If I get some again, I'll give you some so you can try it. It's really, really good. You like pork, yeah?
No.
Of course. You don't like pork?
Nah.
Oh my God. You like beef? You don't like meat?
Ah,
What do you like? Chicken?
meat.
Oh, I'm having a hard time with your microphone now too, Peter. Do you
What?
like chicken?
Yeah,
But you don't like pork or beef?
meat.
You.
Is
Meat.
meat.
Do you like other meats?
Yeah,
So you do like pork?
yeah.
You said no a minute ago when I asked you.
No, what do you want to say?
I said, do you like pork? And you went, no. I said, really? And I said, do you like beef? And you went, no. And then I said, do you like chicken? And then it went, blah, 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 blah. Then I didn't understand anything for another minute. Oh my God. All right, moving on. Hannah likes pork, right?
Yes.
Have you had ham before?
Yes.
Do you like ham too?
Yes.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. Me too. All right. 2 for Bella. Next one. Now, this has 2 meanings, and I'll explain it after you guess the word.
Healthy. Okay, now.
It is healthy, for sure. We didn't
Balance.
balance? That's true. This would be a balanced, a lot of balanced food. That's true. Nope. What would you call it if you...
The people is jumping.
What, Bella?
The people is jumping, dancing.
Yeah, well, she's jumping. You can see she's got a measuring tape of some sort in her hand. I think it's a she. Could be a he. I don't know what it is. Looks like a girl dancing. I don't think guys dance like that. Peter, do you dance like that?
No.
Nah, see,
What to me?
that's a Hannah or a Bella dance for sure.
No.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, and it's got toenails. Got to shine paint on her toenails. Definitely a girl. So she's happy. Why do you think she's happy? I mean, usually you dance when you're happy. But what is that she's stepping on?
Wait.
Well, she's checking her weight. She's checking her weight on
Wait.
well, no, to weigh herself is the verb. Her weight is how
Right.
much.
No.
It's called a scale. Yeah, skull would be ALL, but
Yes.
ALE scale. So she must have lost weight. So what do people call that when they watch what they eat and to try to lose weight? They go on a
Wait. Nose. Wait. No.
Oh, I thought you guys would know this. Maybe I have a feeling when I show the word, you're going to be like, oh, I know that. I know that.
Wait. Nose.
Yeah, but weight loss, what do you do when you want to have weight loss? When you want to lose weight? You go on a... No?
Dish.
Oh, what? Hannah?
Dish.
A
Dish.
beach?
Dish.
A dish. Well, those are dishes of food. Any kind of food that comes out in a plate is a dish. That's true. Oh.
Diet. DIET.
Diet.
Diet.
A diet. Is that what you were trying to say? A diet? Or did you say
Balance. Diet.
diet? Well, a diet or many types of diets. Now, diets kind of has 2 different meanings here. What's the description we have down here? Special course of food in which one restricts oneself either to lose weight or for medical reasons. Okay. So when you'll see it all the time in advertisements. It's a multi-million-dollar industry. Diet pills and I don't even know, Weight Watchers and what do they call that? Keto diets and all this stuff. There's lots, and you'll see it advertised forever. It'll never go away because people are always trying to lose weight. So there's all kinds of programs out there. So to go on a diet means you change what you've eaten to lose weight. I went on a diet, so I can't eat pizza today. You know, they're watching everything they eat to try to lose weight. Most times these never work because people like to eat what they want to eat. It's usually like a lifestyle that has to change, not just trying to temporary. But if you're getting married and you want to lose some weight for the photos, you could do it for a few months just to get some good photos, and then you can get your belly back, which often happens. But diet is also the word we use just to describe what kind of foods we eat. It has nothing to do with losing weight. For example, I love, my favorite diet is very much a meat diet. I like to eat meat every day. I'm a meat eater. I eat a little bit of vegetables, but not too much. I eat a little bit of fruit. I like to keep a balance. I like lots of eggs. I like my protein. I really think my body feels better when I eat that way. And I think it's good for my brain, but that's my opinion, right? For example, Miss Lay doesn't eat meat at all. She eats everything except meat, which we'll talk about that a little bit later. And a Vietnamese diet consists of rice, right? Every meal comes with rice. North American diet is mostly, not always, but mostly with potatoes. That's part of their diet, of their regular eating habits. In the Mediterranean, from what I understand, pasta, spaghettis and all this stuff is one of the staples, one of the common things in their diets. Yeah. And if you go to Russia, it's vodka. But yeah, it doesn't have to be about losing weight, right? And also, if you were to go to the gym and get a trainer because you want to get in shape for some reason, just personal advantage of being in shape, or you're training for a sport, sometimes they'll give you what they call, you'll need to speak to a dietitian, because depending on what kind of physical form you want, there are certain diets you should follow, meaning the types of food you should eat to get what you want, to accomplish your goal, not to lose weight. Was it not this class? We just did our test on the sumo school, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, remember Yashio Yamamoto? Yamamoto? Yamamoto, yeah. Yamamoto, I think. Well, remember, he had a special diet too. But his diet was to do what?
To be fat.
Yeah, his diet was not to lose weight. It was to gain weight. And they ate lots of vegetables and fruits and fish and meat and whatever else they ate. I forget everything. But the trick was to eat a lot and go to sleep, because you don't burn it off and it turns into fat. So he had a special diet too for different reasons. So that's my point. Diet doesn't just mean lose weight. It just means the types of food you eat. So when you're losing weight, what they should say actually is, I'm going on a diet. I'm going on a special diet designed to help me lose weight. That's what they should be saying. Yeah. All right. This is very healthy too. Avocado and eggs. And this is my favorite right there with the steak and salad. Oh my God, that's beautiful. And this one, I don't want to look at this. This is disgusting. Yeah. All right, let's move on here. Aha. So Yaoshua should have been eating a lot of this.
Fast food.
It is fast food with convenience, I guess, and fast. And fat food. But what do we call food that makes you fat?
Snack.
No, snack could be carrots.
Noodles.
What, Hannah?
Noodles.
Noodles.
Fatty food.
What?
Fatty food.
Fast seafood. What?
Fattening.
Fattening. Okay.
Yes.
Who said fattening first? Was it
Me.
Hannah or Bella?
Hannah.
Hannah. The one
Yes.
finally on the board. Okay, yeah. The foods that you can easily get fat on are called fattening. That's like an adjective, right? Fattening foods. Right? Now, of course, some vegetables, of course, just because they're vegetables, it doesn't mean you won't get fat on it. Now, because it's kind of confusing, and they don't teach us very well in school about this, and it really kind of upsets me a little bit because they really should educate us properly on food. There's positive food and negative foods, and depending on how you combine them, have different effects on your body. Now, where's my word? Here it is. Okay, this one is fattening. Now, this is unhealthy fattening foods, right? This is the unhealthy fat that you don't want, like the donuts and the sugar and all the chemicals in the potato chips. They all taste great. Even ice cream, very fattening with the cream and sugar and everything in there. What's the most fattening thing about this hamburger over here?
Meat.
No.
Cheese.
No. Well, cheese is a bit fattening, but that's not the most fattening.
Bread.
It's the bread, the bun. The bun is fattening. Now, again, depending on what vegetables you're eating and how you're eating it, like remember Joshua, when you listen to what he said he was eating, he said, oh, they're eating vegetables and fish and meat. Well, that's healthy eating, right? What's wrong with that? That's healthy. But it's because of the times he was eating it, how much he was eating it, and his sleeping patterns that was turning that into fat. But that fat, but he's still an athlete, right? So that fat would burn off a lot easier. These fats from the chemicals and the sugars and the candies and this stuff, this is bad fat. This can affect your blood and your heart, and this is the stuff that's not good for you. Yeah, it's different. There's some we need fats. Fat is good for you as long as it's good kinds of fats. But these are what they call saturated fats, I think they're called. These are not good for you. So yeah, fattening. But anything you eat, if you eat a lot and go to sleep, it's going to turn to fat anyway. But there's good fat and bad fat. Okay. This one is what Miss Lay is. Like I said, Miss Lay, my diet, I like eating a lot of meat, and I would eat a steak every day if I could. A nice, beautiful steak dinner every day if I could. And I think it would be good for me. Miss Lay doesn't eat meat. So what would we call Miss Lay?
Vegetable.
You got it, but that's not how we say it. Try again, Peter.
Vegetarian.
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 Oh, and we forgot to put the phonics on here. Oh my God, look at that. No phonics. Wow. Sheesh. Oh my God. Actually, we had to fix some of these pictures because they had combined some. Yeah, no meats. What's that meat in the frying pan right there? That's one of the most best tasting meats in the world. I love that one. What is that? It's great with breakfast. No? Nobody knows that meat in the frying pan?
Pork.
It is pork, but now what do we call that one? The thin slice that we fry up in the pan. It smells so good. It tastes so good, nice and crunchy. Oh, so good, so good. But you guys eat it and cook it a very different way. Bacon is the belly. You guys, because it has different layers, right? It has like a layer of fat and muscle and fat and muscle and fat and muscle. It's a very strange meat, actually. And I've had it many times in Vietnamese, the way the Vietnamese prepare it. I didn't even realize. Pork belly, you call it. Pork belly. And that's what we use for, it's the stomach muscle. And that's what we use to make bacon too. But again, this is like the ham. They usually smoke it and dry it, and then you cut it up in nice slices and you fry it. It's really oily, and but it's just so delicious. But that's pork belly, yeah. But we call it bacon. And a vegetarian. Now, vegetarian, as I was saying, because there's going to be some differences here. A vegetarian is someone who eats everything except meat. And again, depending on what religion you are, some people would say, I'm a vegetarian, but I eat fish. But I just don't eat farm animals. Like I don't eat chicken, I don't eat pork, and I don't eat beef. And as far as I know, as long as you don't eat those three, you can say that you are a vegetarian. As far as I know. Okay. Vegetarian. Peter, second point. Ooh. So the next one here, again, it's about a type of eater. Oh, it was there. I just had to hit it twice. Why was that? Look at that. Why they make it difficult like that? Why they make me work 2 times harder? Ha! Unbelievable. Bella, I want you to protest. No? Hannah, you protest for me, yeah? You call Newway and you protest. Say, stop making Trevor work so hard. Sheesh. That's it? Just a smile? Nobody cares about Trevor. Now, this person, it is vegetables. This person doesn't eat anything related to animals. So now, not just beef, not chicken, not pork, but they don't even eat eggs. They don't even eat cheese. They don't even drink milk.
Vegan.
A what?
Vegan.
A vegan. Aha, that's what it is, but it's gun. Vegan. Vegan. Yeah. So this is a step further. Now, Miss Lay is not a vegan because Miss Lay loves cheese and she loves eggs. But some people, yeah, it's all animal products and even honey, because technically insects are still animals and honey comes from bumblebees. So a vegan does not drink milk, yogurt, creams at all. So no ice cream. No eggs, no cheese, no honey. That's a vegan. I will never be a vegan. Never, 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 never. You like honey?
Yes.
Yeah, I like honey too. The real stuff. Again, not the stuff you buy in the mall. I like buying it from the farms, and it's that's the real stuff. The real good honey. Really healthy, that stuff. It's black.
Fruit.
It is fruit.
No.
Now, this person doesn't eat meat, doesn't eat any meat products, and doesn't even eat vegetables.
SEED.
Seed. Yeah, that's all this person eats. Seeds, nuts, and fruit. That's all they eat. Seeds, nuts, and fruits. Just like the old caveman. Just seeds and nuts.
Rice.
That's a good question. What is rice considered? I'm going to say, is rice a vegetable? Of course, it's not a vegetable. Vegetable. I think it's grains, right? Starch or something like that. No, rice is not a vegetable, of course. Although it is plant-based, delicious, and also satisfying. Rice will not qualify as your daily dose of veggies. From a culinary standpoint, rice falls under the grain group of the food pyramid. Yeah, it's a grain, not a fruit, not a vegetable. So I guess this person would eat grains. Yeah, I think so. Maybe I have no idea. I really don't know.
Oh.
I gotta search again here. I gave you the word anyway, but nobody was guessing it. A fruitarian. This is like the real caveman diet. Way, way back when you could just eat the fruits on the trees or plants, berries and stuff, and nuts and seeds from things. This is the very beginning of the human diet. Do fruitarians eat grains? Let's see.
What?
People following the program eat a diet consisting primarily of raw fruits. Okay, no, they do eat some vegetables. Dried fruit, nuts, seeds are also eaten in moderation. Other types of food, such as grains, legumes. Okay. Yeah, fruitarians would eat rice.
No.
Now you know.
What?
Okay. Fruitarians. Not my kind of diet. You want to be a fruitarian, Peter?
Nah.
No, but you said you don't like meat. Maybe it'd be good for you. Just peanuts every day? Now, what about you, Hannah? Would you like to be a fruitarian?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
No more fried chicken, no more pork, no more beef, no more milk and cheese and yogurt, ice cream. No more?
No.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, this is the extreme. Fruitarian. Some people refer to it as the caveman diet. Yeah. Animals that eat only vegetation are herbivores. Animals that eat only meat are carnivores. And humans, because we eat meat and fruit, we are called omnivores. Just so you know. The air, the water, the land in on which people, animals, and plants live.
Environment.
Yeah, environment. Everything is an environment. Could be a good environment or a bad environment, but it's all an environment. Absolutely. Let's try saying that one, Bella. Environment.
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 Yeah. Peter?
Environment.
Yeah, we got 4 parts here. It's kind of tough because you got that runment. The stress is on the vi, but environment. Say it again, Hannah.
Environment.
Environment, yeah.
Olives.
2.
Olives.
They are olives. Wow. Peter 3, Hannah 3, Bella 2. What is going on? Am I on the right planet? Yeah, I love these. I can just sit there with a bottle of them and eat them. Just eat all of them. I love them. Have you ever tried olives, Bella?
No.
No, Peter? Probably not, huh? Peter?
Nah.
No, you never tried it? Have you, Hannah?
No.
They grow wild and they grow like in the Mediterranean, I believe. I think they grow a lot in Italy and Greece in these areas. I would love to have an olive tree, like a bush tree that grows olives. They're so delicious and tasty. They're really good on pizzas and they're good in salads and I love them. And I'm not going to say the healthiest because I really don't know for sure. I know there's other, I think they even make avocado oil or something like that. But some oils we use just for cooking, right? You know, when you want to use fried chicken, you don't use olive oil. But olive oil, you can pour it on your salad. See how she's pouring that oil right onto her salad? If it's olive oil, it's good on salads. It's good to put on top of some foods. Yeah, some oils are really good. Like I say, you can eat them. You don't have to eat. Don't just use it for cooking. You can use it for salads and stuff. Really good. Bruschetta. That's another really good one. I love this kind of Mediterranean style food. I really like that type of food. I'd like to go live there for a while. Hopefully in a couple of years, I'll go live there for 1 or 2 years to try and see what it's like. Maybe Italy. Okay. So we got olives. Yeah. If you get a chance to eat them, try them. The green ones are the best. The black ones are better for pizza. They have less taste. But the green ones, they're very good.
No,
Trust me. Try it. You'll love it.
I never try.
How do you know if you don't try? You can't just judge it by looking at it.
Try.
Unbelievable. I bet you if I put it on a pizza and you ate it, you'd be like, oh my God, this is so good. What is that?
Vitamin.
Vitamins.
Right.
Vitamins or vitamins. Or Americans say vitamin, vitamins. They pronounce it with a D. Vitamins. Notice one thing here. And this is something, I think it was a guy named Kevin Kennedy, I think his name was. He wrote a book about things they don't tell you about health and stuff anyway. But he made a really good point that always stuck in my head. Things they don't want you to know. Of course, you're going to hear people say all the time, oh, you should always have a bottle of vitamins at home and take your vitamins in the morning before you go to school or before you go to work and all this stuff. And some people need extra zinc or extra vitamin D or extra vitamin B12 or, everybody has a different body and everybody has their health, and some is good, some is bad, some is in the middle. Maybe because of your diet, you're lacking a certain vitamin. So in no way am I saying that if a doctor says you really need to increase your vitamin C or your vitamin B2 or whatever it is, then of course, you have to have your vitamins or your body doesn't work that well. But to take them just because you think they're going to make you better, that's not a good idea, because our body makes vitamins naturally, right? The vitamins come from the food source, right? If you're eating oranges, you're going to get lots of vitamin C, right? If you eat your avocados and you eat your certain fishes and different things, you're going to get your omega-3s. You're going to get bananas and mushrooms and different things. You're going to get your vitamin D, and you can check on the internet, what foods, what vitamins where you can find them in the food. But when your body produces the vitamins for you from the food you eat, that's a natural source, and it's much healthier and makes you strong, right? It helps your immune system and all these different things. So be careful, unless you absolutely need to take medicines and vitamins and the doctor says you have to, try not to take too many, because sometimes they have long-term effects. When I go see the doctor, they always say, oh, you got to take this medicine, you got to take that medicine. And I'm like, no, I don't want the medicines. Just tell me what the cause is. Oh, well, you have to stop eating this. Okay, well, then I'll stop eating that. And then the problem is solved. I rarely take medicine. Very rarely will I take it, unless I'm dying. But again, I'm not giving you medical advice. I'm just saying that you got to be careful. And I always look up on the internet too and see what the medicines are and stuff. This is what we were talking about earlier. I wish they would teach us a lot more about nutrition and how our body really works and how we absorb the nutrients and the vitamins from the food. This should be a course in school so that we all know how to take care of our body and not buy so much processed food. You have to learn on your own because no one's going to teach you. And it's really, really, really important. It could make a difference of 10 or 20 years in your life. Very important to learn about health and nutrition. Because if you eat too much of this stuff every day, you're not going to have a long, healthy life.
Sugar.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Now, I'll tell you a little story about sugar in a minute that I found out recently. That's quite worrying. But now you see like all the food's coming in cans and bottles and in packages, and they're making fish burgers and everything. What are they doing in a laboratory? Why don't they just catch the fish, cook the fish, and make a nice sandwich? But no, this is not real stuff. It's all chemical stuff, and it's all made in factories, and it's made with flavoring things for taste testing, so that when you eat that hamburger, it's like, oh, it's the best tasting hamburger in the world. But only like 5 or 10% of that burger is actually beef. The rest is like mixed up parts of the animal, and it's not even hamburger, not even beef. You know, like there's not a lot of fish in that fish burger, but it sure tastes like a fish burger, and it sure smells good. But is it good for you? No.
Unhealthy.
It's very unhealthy. Now, I'm not saying all bottled things are unhealthy, but I'm saying that we should have changed this picture, but there's a reason why this picture is here in a minute. And then all of these, look at this shopping. Everything is coming in a package. None of this grows in your garden. None of this grows on a tree. None of this grows on a plant. You know, this is all made in a factory. These foods are called processed food.
Processed.
Yeah, when you go to the grocery store, the only place where you're going to get really healthy food is when you go to the fish part and you go to the vegetable part and you pick the stuff and you take from there and then you cook your food. Because if you go into the aisles, everything's in bottles, everything's in cans, everything's in plastic, everything's in boxes. All that stuff comes from a factory, not the garden. And it'll make a big difference in your life which group of food you eat for your lifetime. Now, you know, I'm not going to say that this is all bad for you here because we've been canning for a long time. And see these bottles, those are capers or something. Those are really good on salads. You usually get your olives on in bottles too because they're imported from other countries. But what you do get in the cans and what you get in the bottles is there's still chemicals in there. They're called preservatives. And it's a chemical to keep it fresh and keep it look fresh and keep it looking nice. But those again, it's more chemicals going in your body. What the heck is that crazy noise? It's Peter. What are you watching?
No.
When you were looking over at the other side and there was flashing in your face and there's nothing flashing here. You're watching something.
Yellow. It's yellow. I read some mail from my school.
They say that the healthiest way to eat is eat what is locally grown in your area. You know, if your area is good for papaya and cashews and whatever it is, the vegetables that are there, that's the best and healthiest way to eat. Because even the oranges and apple, fresh oranges from Florida, USA. Well, guess what? They just traveled halfway around the world. They have chemicals and everything on it to make them look fresh and nice. They're not as good as they would be if they were in your backyard. So food is a big, big concern for people, and they don't educate us enough on this. This is something you really have to be smart for yourself to eat healthy. Now, like my mom said, you can eat anything you want in moderation. That means it's okay every couple of weeks to go to Lotteria and have a hamburger and fried chicken. It's okay to have 2 or 3 bags of chips in a month. You know, it's okay if it's little by little. But if it's every day, then it's a big problem. You got to balance the food. That's coming from Peter, yeah? I think so. Okay. Enough speeches from Trevor. Now, we talked about this, right? What's the difference between a vegetarian and a vegan? What is it?
Dairy product. Dairy products.
Yeah, you said it just like Lay. It's not diary.
Dairy.
No, it's dairy.
Dairy.
Dairy products. Dairy products is all the stuff we get from cows. Yeah, and we get a lot of different foods from cows. Cows are very, very important to us. Yeah, no doubt about it. If I was a rich man, I'm really rich, I would buy a farm. I really would. I mean, I wouldn't work the farm. I'd hire people to manage the farm and run the farm and work the farm for me. But I would have my own cows, my own bull, my own chickens, my own pigs, my own anything I could get, birds, you name it. I would have my own farm if I could afford to buy one and afford to have someone run it for me. Then I would have all my fresh food, organic food from my own farm. That would be perfect. I wish I was rich like that. I'd own my own farm. And I'd pretend that everybody would come and visit. I'd wear my farmer pants. I'd put my hat on, my straw hat. And I'd say, hello, everybody. Hello from Farmer Trevor. With a pipe. And my big pipe. Come visit me at Farmer Trevor's. And you'd all come visit. I'm sure. All right. Dairy products, not diary. Dairy. So here are some of the dairy products, right? It looks like they're making some kind of a cheese down here. I'm not sure what this one on the bottom is, but there's cream and it looks like cottage cheese. It's kind of a wet cheese. This is like a Parmesan cheese. This looks like a yogurt of some sort. This is a milk, of course. But there's another one that's really, really famous. What is it? That's not here. One of the most bought and used.
Bread.
What is it? What? Bread from a cow? Oh my God.
Yes.
No, bread comes from wheat that we grow in the ground.
Meat.
Oh, the meat. Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay, but we're not talking about meats now. We're talking about all the stuff we can get from cows without having to kill the cow. What about this one? We make it from the cream.
Cheese.
No.
Butter.
But you're right, Peter. We make, right? So, I mean, this is how important the cow is, right? The cow, we milk it. We get the really fresh milk, which when I was a kid, we still had the milkman come to our house. I still remember this. And we'd have these big bottles with, I don't remember what the caps were on it. I can't remember. It's kind of like a lid. But it was fresh milk from the cow. Like we weren't buying it in the supermarket. And here's the thing. I mean, that's why the milk they have in the grocery store now, it's not real. It's all fake. It's been cooked and it's been homogenized and pasteurized and it's got chemicals and sweeteners and sugar. The milk you buy in the store now is the same value as a Coca-Cola. It's not milk anymore. They call it milk, but it's not milk. But real milk, it's only good for like 2 days and then it goes bad. It gets all chunky. Real milk, it goes bad after like 2 days. The third day, it goes bad. So you have to drink it fast. And that's real milk. Right from the cow. But what happens when you take the milk is the milk goes to the bottom, and then all the cream in the milk comes to the top. So when you want to drink the milk, you actually have to break the cream that gets hard on top of the milk. Right? And then you can drink the milk. It's kind of difficult, and it tastes very different than what the milk we buy now. My point is that it's that cream that comes to the top of natural, real milk. That's the cream they take off. The farmers, they take that cream off, and then I don't know how they do it or what they do to the cream. But from that cream, that's how they make the butter, and that's how they make the cheese. So basically, real butter, not margarine. Margarine is not good for you. That's that one right there in the package here, that looks like margarine. That's the fake stuff. This looks like fake cheese too, actually. But anyway, we can argue about fake food all the time. What was I trying to say? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, the cream from the top of fresh milk, that's what they use to make all the butters and make all the cheese. Okay. Now, like I said, in around the Mediterranean areas, you eat a lot of rice. That's where you get a lot of your starch and stuff like that, your grains. In Canada, we eat a lot of potatoes. Around the Mediterranean, they eat a lot of
Noodles.
No.
Pasta.
Pasta. Noodles and pasta are not the same thing. Noodles versus pasta. I believe pasta is made from the same thing that you make bread, right? It's wheat. Noodles and pasta differ primarily because of their ingredients and the type of processing involved. Noodles are usually made with flour milled from common wheat. Pasta is processed from durum semolina, which is coarser than a typical flour. However, what difference is not always so cut and dry. Okay, so they are considered different, right? Pasta, noodles, there's spaghetti, looks like a noodle, but it's pasta. This is the same stuff that this egg noodle and these little spiral ones, I think these are called fusilli. And there's angel hair pasta, there's fettuccine pasta, there's linguine pasta, there's rigatoni, penne. Oh, there's a lot of different pastas. But it's different from noodles. Noodles is very, very, very popular popular and used throughout Asia. But through the West, it's not so. I mean, we eat noodles too, but we mostly eat pasta. It's a little bit different. Yeah. And it's really good. If you have real pasta, like it's tough. I could ask you if you've tried spaghetti, but you're probably all going to say yes, but you've had an Asian version of spaghetti, and it's probably a processed spaghetti noodle, and it's probably ketchup sauce or something, not real tomato sauce. So to have real authentic Italian food is something special, but you really have to go to an expensive Italian restaurant in order to try real spaghetti or a real pizza or any of these kinds of things. Like this one right here, this white one, this looks like pasta aglio olio, which basically is that olive oil, and some garlic cooked together with some oregano, perhaps, and then they got some chili peppers in there to make it a little spicy. I made some today. I made this one up here, this white spaghetti. This is pasta aglio olio. Aglio olio, ali e olio. Olio is oil in Italian, and aglio is garlic in Italian, as far as I know. I could be wrong about that. Pasta, and it's oil and garlic. And I made that today. We just ate that before lunch because I like to make pastas. And it's very good. I even had one in an Italian restaurant last year, and I think mine is better than his. And he's Italian. Secret. Okay. Pasta. They're different from noodles, even though they look alike. Okay, so how could we describe the food? That's good.
Tasty.
Tasty is correct. 6 points for Hannah. 4 points for Pete. Bella. 3 points for Pita. We have a close race. Tasty. I forgot to put the word up. Tasty. A distinct flavor. Pleasant and distinct. Something very, very tasty. Tasty, tasty. Now that looks like chopped up. I'm going to guess she looks Italian. And I think that looks like tomatoes. And one of the famous things they do in Italy too, or I think that's where it comes from. It's called a bruschetta. And it's a bread. They take like a baguette, the long French breads, and they cut them all up in small pieces. And then they'll put some garlic butter on it, perhaps. And then they mix the tomatoes with some herbs and spices and some garlic and some olive oil, and they sprinkle the fresh tomatoes on top of the bread, and maybe they'll sprinkle a little Parmesan cheese on top of that. Oh, it's so good and healthy. I love that food. I could eat it every day. Tasty. All right. What do we call these sea creatures from the crustacean family? Crustacean means they eat from the bottom of the ocean.
Seafood.
Well, fish is seafood, but this is the crustacean family.
Lobster.
What's different between the lobsters, the crabs, the clams, and the fish?
Lobster.
It is a lobster. Oh, I love lobster. Where I'm from, that's what we have. We fish lobster. Eastern Canada. But this is different. You see, I don't see any fish. What is different between a crab, clams, that crustacean family, and fish? What's different? A lobster and a fish. You can't tell me what's different between a crab and a fish? Find my screen is so small now. My hands are always, I have to bring everything in so close. Are they the same? What clams live in something? What do they live in? The lobster lives in something too. It's like a whole armored suit.
Park.
A part?
A park.
A park. They live in a park?
B-A-R-K.
That's what goes around a tree. That's bark.
No.
This B-A-R-O-P? B-R-A-P? Barp? What the heck is a barp? No. What is it? A clam? The oysters, they live inside a what? You pick up what on the beach?
Shells.
Shells. Yeah. So these are
Shells.
shell.
Animal.
They are animals, but now they're in the water, so we call them shellfish. 6, 5, 3. Oh my God. 2 words left. Shellfish. Shellfish are the ones that have all the hard shells around them. Yeah. Yeah. There is a little shrimp, little guy, maybe this big. And he is the fastest and strongest puncher in the world. He like flicks his little hands out, ting, 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 like this. And he's so strong and he's so fast that he can go up to the crab and with one shot, He can smash his shell. He's called the praying mantis shrimp. Amazingly powerful. Pound for pound, the most powerful punch in the world. Lobster. I love lobster. All right, here we go.
I hate lobster.
You never had a lobster. You've never been to Atlantic Canada. So how do you know you hate lobster? How do you know you hate lobster? That's like Peter saying, I hate olives, and he's never even touched an olive in his life. No kissing in class. No kissing. This is a family channel.
Yeah.
How can you say you don't want to try a lobster? Or that you don't like lobster? How do you know? You're muted. I can't hear you. Yeah. It's similar to crab, but the meat is much bigger. And in my opinion, there's a lot more taste and flavor to the lobster meat than crab meat. I like lobster much, much more than I do crab. But it's different. But now there's a big one they have down in Australia too. It's not called lobsters. They don't have big claws on them, but they have huge tails, and crawfish is what they call them, I guess. And those sure look some good. I've never had one, but they sure look good. I believe it's called crawfish. All right, so this is also a crustacean, and I just talked about the praying mantis shrimp, but this is the shrimp family. What's this guy?
Lobster. Lobster.
No, it's not a lobster. I just showed you lobster. Lobster has a big tail and claws, and you can pinch your nose and cut your finger off.
Shrimp.
Well, these probably are shrimp, but it's the ones that are bigger. They have a different name here. I'm going to see what the actual difference between the two is. I think the small ones are called shrimp and the big ones are called something else, but I'm not sure. Let's see. In the UK, Australia, New Zealand, and Ireland, is the general term used to describe the true and shrimp. Okay. So they're the same in most European countries. In North America, the term shrimp is used more frequently, while the word is most often used to describe larger ones. So I was still right a little bit. There's another word for these guys.
Loaves.
What? Prawns. 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 There we go. Yeah. So, like I said, in New Zealand and Australia, the UK, Ireland, these areas, there's no difference between prawn and shrimp. But there are small prawns, which you have a lot here in Vietnamese, yeah. And then you can buy the big ones, yeah. There's some that are like big like this, right? Those guys, Westerners, well, I shouldn't say Westerners because they're considered Western too, UK. In North America, we do call the big ones, we call them giant prawns. We give it a different name in some areas. Okay. All right, 653. Last word. Oh. So we talked a lot about seafood and seashells and all this kind of stuff. So let's say we go down to the beach and we go pick up some seashells by the seashore and we stay in the sun too long. Oh, prawns. Prawns. Just so you remember. Can you say that, Peter? Prawns.
Prawns.
Yeah. Deep O, that long A. They're prawns. Peter, prawns.
Prawns.
Hannah-rama?
Prawns.
Do you like prawns, Hannah?
Yes.
Della, you don't like prawns, do you?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
No, I don't like one.
Yeah, you don't like seafood, right?
I like fish and crab.
Oh, you like fish and crab, but not prawns, not shrimp.
Mm-hmm.
See, I like them, but I like it when you take the shell off them. I don't like eating it with the shell. The big difference. So you shouldn't say you don't like lobster because you've never had a lobster. To buy a lobster, I saw they have lobsters here in Da Nang, but it's like 10 million to have one lobster in the restaurant. It's really expensive. 5 million to 10 million or something like that. Crazy. All right, let's go. Last word. Like I said, you're at the beach, you're picking up seashells, you're getting chased by crabs, and you're out there all day, and all of a sudden you got too much sun. Now you got what? You're all red and it hurts.
Sunburn.
Sunburn and Hannah wins today. Dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. A sunburn. Yeah, and that's what happens after the sunburn. Your skin peels. I've had many sunburns in my young age. Good job, Hannah. Good job, everybody. It was a really good race. Okay, so I guess Miss Lay is going to take over. And you got, oh, there you go. Sunburn. That's what we call it. A sunburn. You were out in the sun too long. Too much exposure. All right, it's getting late. So. Just wait a second and Miss Lay will take over. Okay. No break.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Miss Lay.
My name is not Trevor, so
Hello, Trevor. Hello, Mr. Trevor. Hello, Miss Trevor.
changed. All right. So, yeah, something wrong with my speaker and my mic and everything. So I have to come here. Hannah is the winner, right? So Peter will be the first. Gentleman first. Tony couldn't make it tonight. He was busy. So Peter, what's your example with opinions? We already have this one. And today we review once again.
Your opinion does not my opinion.
Is not, right? Opinion is just a noun. So if you want to say like that, you just say your opinion is not mine. You even can say that mine, right? What do we call that? Adjective pronouns, right? Yeah, can be that way. Yours, not mine, mine, not yours. It's Bella, number 2. Nuts.
I don't like to eat nuts.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. I think it's really, they are very healthy. But of course, it depends. Maybe you won't change when you get a little bit older. But they are my favorite. Just so you know. Hannah, number 3, meat.
I very love eat meat.
Okay. So how can we say that? It sounds like a really spoken, right, English. So we say, I just love eating meat very much, right? Yeah, of course. You say the other way, you said the other way. We can understand it, but I think that about structure, we just say that way, like doing something very much or so much. So I love eating meat a lot or so much. Back to Peter. Ham. Ham, I think it is hamburger.
Ham is not hot.
Ham is not what?
Hot.
Not what?
Uh,
Ham is a food. It's a food, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of food. So what did you say? Ham is not what?
hot.
Hot. It depends. Because I saw Mr. Trevor can fry the ham too. Like reheat a little bit, fry and put it in the bread. So it depends. It's not because of the meaning like that. It's just like actually they call what? Smoked, right? Smoked meat. But it's just an example. Maybe the ham is not hot. Only that ham, right? Not all. Next, Bella, diets.
I'm not on a diet.
I'm not on the diet, so you can eat everything and you don't have to think about like how much or something. Yeah. So you used a different meaning of this, because with this, the meanings we give you guys here is like meals, right? But I'm not on a diet. That's a good structure, actually. Very good. Back to Hannah. Fattening. So you can have. So what's your example with fattening? It's an adjective. You can have a fattening food.
I don't fattening because I may be balanced diet.
Fatten. That must be fatten. Because this one is an adjective. You can say that I don't eat a lot of fattening food, like or such as cheese or chocolate, right, or sugar. You cannot say I don't fattening, because fattening is an adjective. So maybe get fat, right? I don't get fat because I can balance my diet. Yeah, because fattening is adjective, so we can use it to describe now like a fattening food. But yes, what you use kind of like the verb. The verb is fatten. Yeah. Well, so back to Peter. Sorry, Hannah. So back to Peter. Vegetarian.
I am not vegetarian.
I am not, so I am not right? It's kind of like the way you use like a job. I'm not a teacher, I'm not a student, so I'm not a vegetarian. Number 8 is for Bella.
My grandmother is a vegan.
Vegan. My grandmother is a vegan. Nice. Hannah, only 3 of you, so it's very fast today. Number 9, fruitarian. A lot of Brian today. Tarian today. Fruitarian. Yeah, sorry.
I'm not a fruitarian.
I'm not, right? I'm not. Because this one also same like vegetarian. It's kind of a noun. It's the noun about person. So I'm not really sure about the meaning, because the meaning here, it's fruit, right? We think that people just eat fruit. But in our video, you see that people also eat nuts. So give me a second here. I would check, because I think maybe the Vietnamese meaning need to add a little. Yeah, they say that people who only eat fruits, but when we check the meaning in Google, it said that fruit and nuts and seeds. That's why we put in the video. Do you think being a fruitarian is healthy?
No.
No, you don't think so? Yeah, I think it really depends on each person, right? It really depends on their body. Some people can be okay with this diet, but the other will be okay with the other, something different. So we cannot. I'm not really sure about it. I never tried, so I'm not really sure. But for me, only fruit. I'm afraid that the balance is not there, but I don't know. All right. So that is Hannah, right? Yeah. So number 10, back to Peter. Environment. This one we also review.
Environment.
Environment is the noun, Peter. So if you want to use don't, it means you have to use do. It means the verb there, right? You need a verb. This one is a noun, right? That's why we have the part of speech here. You don't do what for environment or with environment. You have to need a verb here.
Environment is being destroyed by human.
Yeah, unfortunately, we have to kind of like aware of that, and maybe we should be more friendly to environment because we need it. We need our environment. But yes, it is said that we are destroying our environment. Peter, so now it's Bella. Olives.
Uh,
A lot of food today. Food's good. Olives. Olives, yeah. Is it your favorite? Have you ever tried, Bella? No, I don't think so. I think I like it because I heard that they are very healthy. Yeah, and there are a few different types that live here. We tried like black and green, some big green ones. I think they are healthy. And yeah,
I don't plant olive
olives.
in my garden.
My garden. I don't plant olive trees in my garden. That's right. Something different. I don't think we can here. Yeah, that's not our weather is not suitable for this. Bella, so Hannah, number 12, vitamins.
Yesterday, my mom said, I bought you a vitamin B. Take it every morning.
Very, very good. That is an example. And I heard vitamins there. Yeah, B, vitamin B. Take it every morning. Yeah. So by the way, about vitamin, I hope that you just take vitamin from like a fruit or vegetable, like a not the vitamin, not a lot vitamin that just in like a tablet, natural vitamins. Hopefully. Back to Peter, number 13. Processed food. Not fresh. It's in can, in tin.
Processed food is good for me.
It's good for me. Good for me is good for me or isn't good for me. Processed food, what did you say? Processed food is good
Good for you.
for you.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I am avoiding eating processed food. Of course, I can't like avoid everything in process, but I can avoid all of them, but I try my best to eat the fresh. Yeah. Now you know that Mr. Trevor already explained to you that in this kind of food, they use the what they call preservation, like the chemical to keep the food fresh, like a fresh and for a long time. So that type chemical, it's not really good for our body if we eat a lot. So just a little bit, yeah. Bella, number 14. Dairy products, not diary. Diary is the notebook, right? But this one, dairy products.
Cheese is a dairy product.
So cheese is right? Even cheese is like a not uncountable, but because product it can count. So you say cheese is a dairy product. Yes, that's right. Do you like cheese, Bella?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you also can eat like a raw tea, or you just eat cheese in pizza. Do you eat like a raw cheese? You just buy cheese and then you cut and you just eat? No, in pizza.
Yes.
Yeah, pizza. Or actually, we can have like the cheese stick, like a cheese stick, wrapped by the breadcrumbs. Yeah. All right. The next one here is for Hannah, number 15, butter.
My family doesn't usually use butter for cooking because my family use cooking oil.
Cooking oil. Yeah. No butter. Actually, my family member also, some of them also say that butter is really like a greasy, right? It means it's too much, and they don't like it. Usually, they already get used using cooking oil, so they don't really like butter. You think that is like a make you, it's like a too much what do you call grease. Yeah, the feeling is like that, so they don't. It's just our habit. But I think maybe butter, but like a good butter maybe is healthier than cooking oil. I'm not really sure. Number 16 here, back to Peter. Pasta, like a general, right?
Pasta is tasty.
Nasty. You don't like it?
Tasty.
What? Pasta is what?
Tasty. Number 17.
Tasty. Oh my God, tasty, tasty. Pasta is tasty. It's not too general, right? Because it's general. Too. It's right. It's a grammar. It's a grammatically right sentence, but I'm not really sure about the meaning. I choose general. Maybe the right or that pasta is tasty because you already try and you eat very often. All right. Back to Bella. Tasty.
Do you like shellfish?
Number 17.
Tasty.
Yeah, tasty. Even Peter already used, but we would like to hear your example.
I think pizza is tasty.
Pizza is tasty. So you can go to Mr. Trevor's side. Group team. Hannah, now it's shellfish. It's not shellfish. It's shellfish. Different, totally different.
I like it
Eating.
shellfish
Yeah.
because it's very tasty.
Oh my God. And shellfish here we have a V. I'm sorry. This one is not V. Yeah. Sometimes we text, but for some reason it's still, it's like a challenging. I check everything. This one is not V. This one is N. Yeah. Shellfish. Yeah. You said that I like eating shellfish because they are
It's very tasty.
tasty. Yeah. Healthy too, right? We heard that sea fish is better than meat or pork.
I know.
But not Bella. Bella, do you like shellfish?
Yeah. A little bit.
Yes. Rather say yes. Okay. That's good. It's healthy. They said that. What about you, Peter? Do you like shellfish?
No.
No. You like meat better. You prefer meat? Yeah. For some reason, boy or man like that. Majority, not all. What about number 19? It's who? It's Peter, right? Peter's turn. Bronze.
That prawns look weird.
Look weird. Look powerful. Yeah. Yeah. Very, very strong, but they small. That bronze looks, right? Because it's so look weird. And the last one here is Bella's turn. Sunburn.
I
Sunburn. And it's funny that sunburn you can count. So it's countable now. So what's your example with sunburn?
I used to be sunburned.
Burned. All right. Got sunburned. But burn here is actually, it's also sunburned. Yeah, I got sunburned. But you said that you used to? Yeah, this and any time that you yeah. Mr. Trevor suggests that we should say I got sunburned or I had sunburn. Had a sunburn. Sunburn can be noun countable too. All right, everybody. It's a successful first lesson of Inter 7. So now we're going to take a short break. And then after that, we read about fussy eaters, more about food. So goodbye from Miss Lei. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye, Miss Lei. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. Vegetarian and fruitarians and vegans. Yeah, no, I like my dairy products. I love my cheeses and I love my meats, and no, that's just not good for me. Hopefully I'll never have a health issue that says I can't eat dairy products. Some people are allergic to dairy products. That's really sad. And then I call it poultry, I think, when you talk about chicken and eggs. It's a little bit different. They're not dairy products. But what do you think, Bella? Are you ever going to be a vegetarian?
No.
No. Hannah?
Yes.
Yes, you'd be a vegetarian? You would stop
No.
eating meat?
No.
You like your meat. What about Peter? Would you like to be a vegetarian?
Nah.
Nah. Me too. Nah. All right, Cracker Jackers. We will see you guys, some of you in reading. The rest of you will see you next week. Have a wonderful week at school.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Adios, amigos.
Goodbye.